It's all go at the Paignton Community Larder. Cans, tins and packets are being stuffed into crates and bags. The volunteers can't work fast enough. The facility at the town's Christian Centre has been extremely busy lately. But as coordinator Anita tells me, this is about more than just food.
It's a place where we can chat to people, find out what their needs are. There's always a reason why people need food. And so if we can get to the bottom of that and help with that, then hopefully they won't have to keep coming back to us again and again.
During the pandemic, the government boosted universal credit payments by an extra £20 a week. But that scheme ended last month. Despite some further changes in the recent budget, charities still say those on low incomes will be hit hardest.
They're on such a small amount of money anyway that losing that £20 is a lot of money to lose. With the fuel prices going up, the food prices going up, they just cannot live on what they're getting.
The food bank here, one of a network across Torbay, is entirely stocked by donations. And as winter approaches, demand could soon outstrip supply.
We struggle to get food in weekly anyway. Our shelves aren't that full. When we get more and more people coming in, that food will have to come from somewhere. So we do worry about it. We work week by week, so what comes in goes out the following week. So if we get a huge increase, we don't actually have enough food to give out then. We will do it somehow. We've got some amazing volunteers and amazing people that do donate. So let's just hope that keeps up and that we can keep supporting everybody that we want to support.
James and John are two who benefit from the service. Today they're here for a game of dominoes, a cup of tea and a bowl of soup. John says he's already getting anxious about his winter electricity bills.
Now it's going up sky high. I don't know how I'm going to pay it. I dare put my heating on. I'm freezing inside. I'm too scared to put it on because it's going to be sky high. Somebody said it's going to be at least 200 or 300 quid on top of what we're paying every year. Soon find out when I get the bill.
The government has defended the decision on universal credit, saying the £20 uplift was always meant to be temporary and that people getting back into work is the best way to tackle poverty. Regardless of the decisions taken far away in Westminster, communities like this will keep looking after each other as winter draws in. Sam Blackledge, ITV News, Paignton.
Well, let's get some more on this from Tom Godwin, who is the Chief Executive of the Citizens Advice Bureau in Exeter. Tom, Sam just pointing out in his report there that the £20 uplift in universal credit ended last month. Have you seen any knock-on effect from that?
We have indeed. We've seen about a 36% rise in people coming to us with concerns around debt and their household bills. And universal credit, £20 less for people, has a real effect on their ability to pay their bills, heat their homes and put food on their table. We all know that with the rising price of food, fuel, as well as inflation, which the Chancellor says may reach 4%. We're in for what we're considering a bit of a perfect storm this winter. People are facing really big decisions about whether to heat their home or put food on their table. And often many of these people are in work, they're earning money, but things have become very, very tight as people have tried to weather the pandemic, weather the loss of hours or a change in their circumstances. And that money is really hitting people hardest where it hurts the most.
And you mentioned, Tom, there are people who are in work needing additional support. People who are earning money or on universal credit are finding themselves going to food banks. That must be very worrying for you.
It is worrying for us. We're seeing couples in work going to food banks. We're also very concerned about many people with a level of debt, maybe a mortgage, a car, and other debt. They are very susceptible to a change of circumstance and a loss of earnings, which might have a huge knock-on effect for them. We've got about 138,000 people in our region currently claiming universal credit, and around 40% of them are in work. And whilst they may be 8p better off in every pound from the Chancellor's announcement about the taper, there's still people who are not earning enough money to meet the minimum amount the government thinks they need. And that still leaves 60% in our region who are without that money. They've suffered another £20 cut, and they're facing a really stark choices as we go into the winter. Not just the winter, which is worried. In the end of next March, we see the energy price cap end, and we see the council tax support scheme, which has provided relief for many. And there are many people in our region who are 2-3 months behind on their rent, mortgage, or one major bill away from being wiped out with their ongoing financials. So it is a really concerning time for our clients across the region.
OK, Tom, good to get your experiences so far and hear just how people are struggling at the moment. Thanks very much for coming on the programme today.
Thank you.